Hello, everybody, and I want to talk about this topic by the different videos, especially about the baptism of the Holy Spirit. And after watching the Oral Robert videos, I like the way it developed this experience of the baptism of the Holy Spirit, the way it tried to show the different experience from the chapter to up the chapter 19. And I like it because like in chapter 2 we can notice that the way the Holy Spirit is bestowed, or the way the baptism of the Holy Spirit is occurred. And we can see how the Father parrots out the Holy Spirit on the first disciple, 120. It was wonderful. And in chapter 8 we can see how the Holy Spirit is bestowed through the laying hand on the disciple, because the Bible says Peter coming in Samaria, and they land and they lay hands on this disciple and they received the Holy Spirit. That's why Simon was surprised, and he tried to give money to the apostle, because he wants also to receive this power. To receive. And in the chapter 9, I like the way Pastor Robert tried to share with us the truth about. And we can notice in those different chapter 2, 8, 9, 10, and 19, we can notice the different methods of the different method or ways of someone can receive this experience, baptism of the Holy Spirit, because God has various method to use if you want to baptize someone in the Holy Spirit. And some in some, like in chapter 8, chapter 9, chapter 19, the apostle used that the apostle lay hands on the disciple and they received the Holy Spirit. They experienced the baptism of the Holy Spirit. And but when you read chapter 2, chapter 10, we can notice one Peter one Peter taught, in the same moment the Holy Spirit is poured out on the family of Cornelius and the other members who was the Romans. This is fantastic. And what the difference is between the baptism of the Holy Spirit and the gift of tongue. I like the way the Pastor Oral Robert tried to show us, or to emphasize the differences. The baptism of the Holy Spirit, it's an experience. It's an experience bestowed to any Christian, because it's only this way we can be a powerful witness. That's why Jesus told to the disciple that they don't go far from Jerusalem. They need to wait. They need to wait for the Holy Spirit. It was the baptism of the Holy Spirit before going to share the gospel, because without this equipment we cannot be powerful when we go to share the gospel. That's why they need to wait for this experience. And the baptism of the Holy Spirit, it's experience, and every Christian needs to experience it. And with this with this experience, there is an evidence, an outside or an outward evidence, is the is speaking tongues. Speaking in tongues is the out the outside, the outside sign that can show that these people was baptized in the Holy Spirit. And speaking tongues is just for yourself to defy your relationship with God. It's like a vertical relationship. It means that you speak. It means that you speak to God. It's coming from you, from your spirit toward God. It's just for yourself. It's just to defy your relationship to your private devotion. But a gift of tongues, it's a gift, it's a manifestation included included amongst nine gifts, nine spiritual gifts, as Paul taught. As Paul talked about in First Corinthians chapter 12. There are nine gifts, nine spiritual gifts, and one of them is a gift of tongues. And this gift, the different manifestation of the Holy Spirit, aim to defy the community, to defy the church, to defy people. It's not for your private need, but it's for meeting the need of someone else, especially church and other members. But the baptism of the Holy Spirit with the Son, the evidence, speaking tongues, it's just for your private devotion. But gifted tongue is for people. It's for defying comfort, defying people. It aims people. It aims community. What are the practical steps to receive the baptism of the Holy Spirit according to the yes, the pastor Robert told us two steps. First of all is to stop. We need to know first. We need to desire to experience this baptism of the Holy Spirit, because it's Jesus who baptize us in the Holy Spirit. And the pastor Robert shared with us two steps. First step is to stop to speak the tongues that you know, the familiar tongues like English, French, or and so on. And first is to stop speaking this tongue, familiar tongues. And second is to open your mouth, because Jesus will not open your mouth. The Holy Spirit will not open your mouth. You need to open your mouth. And when you open your mouth and believe in this gift, and the Holy Spirit will and Jesus will baptize you in the Holy Spirit, and you can speak in new tongues. Those are those are some steps that we need. We returned from Robert videos. And was that your personal experience, or did you receive it differently? Explain. For myself, I can say that it was like in Pentecost. It was like in Pentecost. It knows someone who lay hand on me, but when I was prayed. I mean, for 2 hours, or around 2 or 3 hours, and the Holy Spirit and Jesus baptized me in the Holy Spirit, and I started to speak new tongues. That was my experience. Be blessed, and I was blessed by the videos of Robert. Be blessed. God be praised.